An independent review of the UN's Palestinian Relief Agency has found that UNRWA helped radicalize Gazan school children against Israel. And here's the worst news. They used our tax dollars to do it. John Jessup has more on that story from our CBN News Bureau in Washington. John?
Thanks, Gordon. A panel appointed by United Nations Secretary General Antonio Guterres to review UNRWA's neutrality released its report Monday. We're also learning more about Israel's strike against Iran last week. Military experts say the Israeli missile evaded Iran's primary air defense system, sending a powerful message to Tehran. CBN's George Thomas has the latest updates on Israel.
In an apparent blow to Iran's air defense capabilities, new satellite photos suggest Israel hit a radar system in Isfahan without being detected. Iran has deployed multiple Russian-made S-300 air defense systems around air bases and large nuclear facilities. Israel's counterstrike last Friday apparently hit one of these defense batteries near Natanz, close to a major nuclear enrichment facility. Meanwhile, a new report says the UN Palestinian Refugee Agency, UNRWA, was pivotal in radicalizing generations of Gazans to hate Israel. An investigation led by the United Nations uncovered social media posts and textbooks that glorified jihad and martyrdom and urged Gazans to commit acts of violence against Israelis.
Some of the content, marginal, but even if marginal rewrite is problematic. Glorification of jihad, incitation to violence, maps of the current world, not historical maps, not showing the existence of Israel. So many other problematic issues. We've lots of examples.
The UN has put forward 50 recommendations to improve UNRWA's neutrality policies and overcome a culture of political bias.
We have long made clear that there needs to be reforms at UNRWA, and we would welcome the UN making the reforms that former Foreign Minister Colonna made in her report.
However, the report also said that Israel did not provide sufficient proof to back its claim that a large number of UNRWA workers were affiliated with Islamic militant groups. In a separate matter, the U.S., for the first time ever, is considering penalizing a unit inside the Israeli military. The State Department is expected this week to impose sanctions on Israel's Netzah Yehuda, or Judea Forever, a unit of ultra-Orthodox soldiers serving in the IDF and accused of alleged human rights abuses against Palestinians in the West Bank. Israeli leaders have condemned the decision as unfair, especially at a time when Israel is at war. Israeli Defense Minister met with members of the Netzah Yehuda battalion Monday.
If a soldier makes a mistake, we will hold him accountable. This is the responsibility of the military establishment. No one in the world will teach us what are morality and what are norms.
It's been 200 days since the October 7th Hamas attacks. This week, as Jews around the world celebrate Passover, dozens in Tel Aviv joined families of hostages who still have loved ones inside Gaza.
We are doing this at the Hostages Square to unite together with a saying that we cannot celebrate anything that has to do with freedom when we have hostages in Gaza.
George Thomas, CBN News.